Let's talk some more about promoted listings. Let's develop some points that I've made in my first video and talk about them in some more details. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, and that is what takes the bulk of my time. Today I would like to talk about promoted listings again, as I have promised in the last promoted listing video. Today I would like to concentrate on giving some examples and some details. Again, I'm not going to claim that I know everything and all that I say is a good idea. Everybody's account is different. We sell different stock, different ways, in different circumstances. I want you to understand promoted listings better and understand that hiking up your fees is not the only way to use them. In fact, it's not even the best way to use them. But before we start, if you will enjoy this video, please consider clicking that like button anytime during watching, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so yet. So first of all, there are still some comments under the previous videos. The previous video, guys, I'm in UK. Well, now I'm in Poland right now, but I use eBay UK, and this is what I know, eBay UK. Apparently, there are some differences between different countries. All I was trying to say in my previous video is that in UK, when somebody buys more than one item, only the item that she or he clicked on is sold as a promoted listing, and the other item that she or he bought with the first item is not charged promoted listings. Here is the proof. So as you can see on this picture, the lady has bought 2 pair of trousers and only one is marked as promoted, and I was only charged for that one only. I have double checked and triple checked that before making this video. So what I'm trying to say is, this is how it works in UK. It may be working differently in US, so don't follow blindly. Don't follow blindly me or anybody else on YouTube. Always check for yourself. If you get an idea from the YouTube video, check it yourself, because it may be working differently, especially if you are listening to me and I'm in UK and you are in US, Australia, France, wherever. Yeah? Do not follow blindly, guys. Don't do your own research so you won't be caught by surprise. Yeah. Second, your placement in search results is either or. There is no chance to be in search results as an organic and promoted listing at the same time. I mean, there is a chance, but you would have to go against the rules and regulations. So I'm not going to talk about it, because I don't want your account to be suspended or closed permanently. If you still don't believe me that it is like that, I have checked, it has been announced in the fall update in 2019. So you can go to 2019 fall update and see it for yourself. It's there, black on white. Okay, like I said in my previous video, in my first video about promoted listings, the main purpose of promoted listings is to make eBay money. eBay wouldn't collapse without promoted listings. I dare to say it would be better for both buyers and users if there was no promoted listings at all. At all. Just answer yourself a question. If promoted listings were not here, would there be less or more transactions on eBay? It would be exactly the same number of transactions. Nothing more, nothing less. All promoted listings do is to switch a number of transactions from organic to promoted. People are not buying more because we are promoting our items. In general, people are not buying less because we are promoting our items. People want to buy something, they go on eBay and buy it. The only thing is that with promoted listings, we are paying extra because they are buying from us, not from somebody else. So in the global scheme of things, there is eBay with promoted listings does not add anything extra to the platform, to the market, to the level of sales, to the number of sales. Yeah, there is no added value to the platform with promoted listings. Yeah, but they are here, they are not going anywhere. As eBay already said it, they are going to milk it even more. So the question to ask yourself is, are you ready to give eBay 50, 60, 70% of your profit just to be able to sell an item? If you will add your final value fee, your shop subscription, and your promoted listing fee, yeah, and if you are paying a lot for promoted listing fee, like 15, 20%, to get yourself on top of search results, yeah, you may find yourself giving away 50% of your profit. For what? Ultimately for nothing. Ultimately for no added extra value. eBay is not doing anything extra for you. Yeah, they are charging you for the same spot in search results that would otherwise be available for free as an organic search result for you or for somebody else. The only thing that you are getting is that it is you, actually you, who is in this spot because you are paying extra. Sorry. It's like the only thing that eBay does for you is they are robbing some other guy from his search result and they are giving it to you. But today they are robbing him and give it to you. Tomorrow they will rob you and give it to him. And what it will create, it will only push the promoted listing percentage up and up and up and up. And nobody is gaining anything because today you get extra, tomorrow this guy has extra, gets extra. At the end of the day, eBay gets paid twice. Yeah. So in both cases, somebody gets an extra sale, but it all levels out anyway at the end of the month, or at the end of the year, or at the end of 5-year period. And the only one who gains is eBay. And you are taking all the risk, guys. You are taking all the risk, or we are taking all the risk. And we are doing all the work. We are the one who find the product, prep it, photograph it, list it, store it, pick it and pack it, and dispatch it when it sells. We are paying postage costs. We are paying storage costs. We are taking the risk of return, the risk of being scammed, the risk that this item will never sell or sell after 3 years. We are the one who invests the money into the product. And eBay is only giving us opportunity to sell. And we are paying for that twice because they have created in us that feeling that we have to pay to play. Now, what do you think? I'm asking you, what do you think? Why eBay is pushing us to start to present our items in social media? It's the same cunning plan that cannot fail. They want you and me to invest our time, effort, and money to create Facebook page on which we will present our items. It's a good idea. I'm not saying no. It's a very good idea. But the traffic that we are going to bring to eBay, thanks to those Facebook pages, it's only a secondary goal, guys. It's only a secondary goal. Main goal, which will be reached when all that social media malarkey will reach saturation point, like promoted listings have reached, is the harvest time. What eBay is going to do, it's going to be, yeah, we've got very good announcement to make. We are introducing new promoted listing feature. Promote yourself and your items on social media. Yeah, now you can promote yourself on Facebook pages. And you and me, who created those pages, we will still be able to promote or present our listings for free, or our items for free on our Facebook page. Yeah? But guess what is going to happen? In between our items, there will be items which are sponsored items, somebody else's items. Yeah? And our followers that we have gained thanks to our time, our effort, and our money will now start buy items from somebody else. People will pay to promote on your Facebook page, and there will be nothing that you can do about it. eBay and Facebook will split the profit, and you and me, we will not see a single penny out of that. In fact, we are going to lose money because we are going to lose sales that we could get, but these people will go to those promoted listings instead of to our listings. Yeah? And our Facebook pages will bring traffic to somebody else. Well, I shouldn't say our Facebook pages, because they are Facebook pages and they belong to Facebook, because everything that is on Facebook belongs to Facebook, even photos of our children. That's basically how the Facebook works and how it has been created. So I still think it's a good idea to set up a Facebook page and drive traffic from Facebook page to your listings, but mark my words, and don't say nobody has warned you what is going to happen. Yeah, and this is going to happen. I promise you, in 6 months' time, 2 years' time, 5 years' time, but it is going to happen. So back to the topic. 2 questions for you. How much can you pay to promote your items on eBay? And where is the sweet spot where promoting higher will not bring any extra sales? So how much can you pay? You have to know your numbers, your average selling price per item, your average profit per item sold. Now you can do it manually. You can take your ASP from eBay and start deducting costs, postage, fees, subscription, and all that. Don't forget about your broadband, phone, diesel, rent, electricity, and all that kind of stuff. It's not an easy process. It takes time, it takes effort. Or you can do it easy way. It's not as precise, but it's easy and quick. If you are trading for more than 1 year, you should go to your previous year's tax numbers, to your accounts, and take gross sales number, so how much have you taken, and your profit number, and write them down. Then go to eBay, to your sales, mark custom date, put last tax year in that custom date, and you will get number of items sold during last tax year. Now you have to extract your returns out of that number. So check your return ratio and do the math, and you will roughly get correct number of sales that you've made last tax year, provided that you didn't have like a massive spike in returns recently. Yeah, if your returns were pretty much constant over the time, then it will be a correct number. One sec. Now, all you have to do is divide your takings and your profit by the number of items you have sold. And you will have pretty much good idea how much you are taking per item, how much you are making per item. Now, if in last tax year you had some sort of a massive purchase that is not necessarily super correlated to actually buying and selling items on eBay. For example, if you have bought a car for your business and you've put it into your costs, or a new laptop that you bought and you've put it into your costs, you can extract them, because you didn't buy this laptop to sell it, you didn't buy this car to sell it, you actually you bought it, but you're going to use it for years. So there is no point actually to take it into consideration, because it will pay for itself excuse me, over the years. So you have to adjust that number a bit. You know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So in my case, for example, I know that my average sale is £11 per item, slightly more, but I will take it a bit down to be on a safe side. And I know that out of that £11 in sales, I make £5 before tax. And now, when I know those two numbers, now I can decide every time that I sell an item via promoted listings, 10% fee. On average, it will cost me £1 10 plus VAT, because I'm in Europe, so it will be £1 32, which means that my £5 profit will go down by that £1 32. So it will be now, instead of 5, it will be 368. And now I can have a pretty much good idea when my profit will go down so much that will be no point to do it. Yeah? So if my profit, say, goes down to £2 per item, I know that there is no point to do it, because I'm not going to spend 15-20 minutes to earn £2. Yeah? If you are already promoting, and you were already promoting using promoted listings last tax year, yeah, then you know how much, how higher can you go. Yeah, how higher, because you are already promoting, you have already taken that into consideration when calculating your profit. It was your cost last tax year, so you know how, if you are now promoting at 5%, and you can add on top 10%, so you can be at 15 and see how your profit reacts. Yeah, it's simple math. I hope I can explain this clearly. I'm not an English person. English is not my first language. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you a bit. Now, how to determine that sweet spot, that where there is no point to promote more because it doesn't bring any extra. Yeah, Again, you can do it two ways: a long way, which I have used, and a quick way, which I came up with fairly recently when I was thinking about making those videos, or these videos, I should say. So long way: create a campaign, put listings in, start promoting at 2%, run it for a month, make notes. How many items have you been promoting? How many items have sold? How much in sales you have taken? How much it costed you? Thanks to previous exercise, you can determine how much profit have you made. Yeah. And after a month, add more items that you have just recently listed during that month. Add them to the campaign, hike your promoted listings to 3% and run it for a month. Now, don't add items during the month because it will skew your numbers basically. You won't be able to say exactly if that has helped or not because you have added items like in the time period that you are inside of the time period that you're looking at. So wait till that period ends and then add your extra items, hike up your promoted listings cost to 3%, and again write the numbers after a month, and then hike it to 4%, 5%, 6%, however far you want to go. You know your maximum from the previous exercise. And after some months, let's say 3, 4, 5, start to compare numbers. And you will notice that your fees are going up, your sales are going up, and pay attention to the profit. What is going on with the profit? Overall profit and profit per item. At some point, you will notice that your fees are still going up, but your sales start to plateau. Yeah, and your profit starts to actually go down steeply. Yeah, the closer to your maximum you get, the lower your profit will be. Now you have to judge where is that point. Yeah, where there is no point to promote higher. You've got all the numbers in front of you, so you have to be able to do it. Yeah, and like I've said, if you know that you spend, I don't know, 20 minutes A to Z to process your item and sell your item, and you earn £2 for it, then it doesn't make sense to earn £2 for 20 minutes. Yeah, but if it's £20, then it's still fine, isn't it? So yeah, I think that has been explained. Now the quick way. It takes less time, about a month I would say, but it's not as accurate. But if you want result quickly, do it this way. I would do it this way if I had to do it now. Create campaigns. How many you want? One is 2%, other is 3%, third is 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%, whatever. How many you want? And start to add your listings to your campaign. And it is vital to split them evenly. So more or less the same amount in the campaign. If it's a one listing different, here is 100, here is 101, it's not a problem. But don't create campaigns where there is 100 listings in one, there is 5 listings in the other. Yeah, and keep the same structure of those listings in those campaigns. So in every campaign there will be some old, some new, some cheap, some expensive, some skirts, some jeans, some tops, some coats, if you sell clothing, for example. Yeah, we need to make those groups as diverse inside as we can, but as uniform one to another as we can, if that makes sense. I mean, don't put all your clothing into one group, all your electronics into the other group. Don't, like I said, don't make 500 in one group, 100 in another group. And if you've got those groups ready, those campaigns ready, run them for a month and compare the numbers. Which one has given you the best results, the highest profit, the highest sales compared to fees that you have paid. and that group will be your sweet spot. Don't guess it. Make it at least a very educated guess. Now, I will tell you how to determine the correct, the real ROAS, ROAS, so return on ads spent. I've told you in the previous video where to find it and why this number tells you nothing without the context, and why this number is a con to create a feel-good factor in people who don't know their bottom line. So you've got this ROAS number. In general, the higher it is, the better. That's nothing to argue about. The goal is to push this number higher and higher and higher and higher. It is the amount of sales that you take, including postage, before fees, before you have paid for that postage, and before all the other costs that you have in your business. Per every £1 or $1 spent on ads. If you have done first exercise from this video, you know that for X amount you take per item, you make Y amount of profit per item. Now do the simple maths. So POAS, profit on ads spent. I don't know if that's even a case, but yeah, I called it this way. So POAS, profit of ads spent, equals your profit divided by ASP multiplied by ROAS, and then everything minus 1. So average profit times ROAS over SAP, and all minus 1. What's that 1, you ask? You have just paid £1 on $1 to buy the ads. You have to deduct it to be on a safe side, yeah? And that's sorted. Now you know how to determine your real ROAS, or POAS as I have called it. Now let's talk about initial boost when you list fresh new item on eBay. Back in the days, eBay itself has stated that this initial boost in visibility lasts longer than few days, but shorter than a month. Based on my empiric observation, I came up with a conclusion that if you want to have a universal number for all the listings, no matter what they are, that number would be 14 days. So for years, when I have listed fresh new item, I have never promoted it for first 14 days to use that boost in visibility that you get without paying any extra fees for promoted listings. Nowadays, things have changed. Everything fizzles out super quickly on eBay, and I've got the feeling that this initial boost is shorter now. At least 3 days. I would say even at least 5 days, with 7 being a number that I would lean towards. Yeah. However, I still keep my listings for almost 14 days without promoting them. I'm watching it. I don't know yet. I may lower that number, but for sure I am not going to drop it down to 3. I will probably drop it to 10 for a start, then maybe to 7. And I need to observe what is going to happen. Guys, observation is the most important thing. Now, at this point, for now, my advice is, if you are putting all new listings that you have listed to promoted listings right after you have just listed them, you are giving eBay free money. You are paying over the odds. Give those listings time to sell organically. Use that visibility boost, however long it is. Use it, since it's there anyway and you are not paying anything for it. You can only gain by selling more items organically, less items via promoted listings. What I would do if I were you, list new items, give them minimum 3 days, because that's how long eBay reset works basically. I would give them 5 days if you are brave enough. And then go to your active listings, click that quick filter eligible for promoted listing standard, and add to promoted listing standard only those with 0 views so far. Then after 7, 10, 14 days, whatever your maximum period is, add the rest of them to the promoted listings. If you don't believe me that it works like that, run a test. List 100 items, promote them right from the start. List another 100 items, possibly very similar to the first 100, and run them for 10 or 15 or 14 days without promoting them at all, and compare the results. I can pretty much guarantee you that there won't be a much difference between those groups. In fact, if you will extract from the promoted group only those items that have sold organically, you will see that in the first group, in the promoted group, there was very few organic sales, and in the organic group, all those sales were organic, and it will be bigger number than in the first group. And overall, those numbers will be the same. Sales in the first group, sales in the second group. There will be a difference, but it's not going to be like promoted group has sold 5 times more items. Now it's going to be the same number plus 2, plus 3, plus 1. Yeah? I can guarantee you your eyes will open wide. There is no point to promote fresh listings. Believe me, I've done this test 3 times since 2020. 3 times. And every single time results were the same. Promoting straight from the start is a mistake, is a costly mistake. And when you cut your cost, you raise your profit. The rule is simple as your morning prayer. If you do eBay reset, ending and selling similar or your items every 3, 4, 5 days, I would think about phasing out your promoted listings entirely. If you do nuclear reset, I wouldn't think twice. Get rid of promoted listings. You are paying for nothing. The least you should do when doing reset is take down all your promoted listings, do the reset, wait those 3, 4, 5 days, whatever you wait till the next reset, and before you do next reset, go to your active items, click that eligible for promoted listing standard, and add to your promoted listings only those with 0 views, because they have not generated any views after doing reset. These you can promote, and start low. You can always hike it up higher. Just start low and observe. Am I getting sales? No, I'll hike it up a bit. Yeah, a bit. Don't go from 2% to 10. Just save yourself some money. Don't look at your business as day by day basis. Look at your business and apply changes slowly, because you want to have your business next year and the year after that and the year after that. You still want to have your business. By doing this, guys, at least you are sure you are not promoting items that quickly get views. If the item get a view quickly, in such a short period of time between your resets, in 3, 4, 5 days, then there is a high chance that next time you're gonna do the reset, it's going to get another views very quickly, and you only need that one view to sell it. Yeah, you only need that one view, one customer who gonna see it and gonna buy it. If you don't do the reset, but you still do and sell similar from time to time, like once in a month or something, give them a chance to sell organically. When you sell similar, take down your promoted listings and run them for at least 3, 4, 5 days without promoting. You can add them later in bulk to your campaign, no problem whatsoever. So, to be precise, you ended your items, you are relisting them in bulk, you are selling similar them in bulk. Change your promoted listings to don't promote. If you wish me to show you how to do it, let me know in the comment section. I read all the comments. I will make separate video on how to do it. Another reason why I wouldn't promote freshly listed items are saved searches. I'm not going to explain what a saved search is. If you don't know, find out. With that saved searches, the potential customer gets notification that some new items have been listed in the saved search. And there is like 10 items, 20 items, not more than that. He or she will go from that notification to the search, and he or she will check them all. If it's 10 items or 20 items, he or she will check them all. Doesn't matter if they are promoted or organic. He will check or she will check them all. There is no point to pay extra 10, 15, 20% to be on top of 10 results. There's no point. You're gonna be, even if you are the last one, you're gonna be high enough. Same thing applies if you sell items that can be found in very narrow searches. Something rare or something that in particular people are looking for, I don't know, only pink color. The rest, all the rest of colors doesn't matter. People are not looking for them. All right, let's say electronics. Somebody is looking for a particular model of particular manufacturer. Let's say he will put into search box Samsung VCR XYZ123 or whatever the number is, the model number. And again, search results will be very limited. What is the point to pay extra 5, 10, 15, 20% to be on top of those 10 or 20 search results? They will check them all anyway. It's not 20,000 results, it's 20 results. It will take them 5 minutes to check them all. And trust me, if you have added this item to promoted listings, you will be there as a sponsored result. If you don't believe me, go to the platform, perform a very narrow search to get like 50 results or less, and you will see people being there as sponsored listings, while they would be there anyway as organic result, because it's only 50. They would be there anyway, but they are paying extra for nothing. And in fact, if they are not paying high enough, they will be in a third block of promoted listings on the position 32. So what is the point to pay extra to be on the position 32 out of 50? What is an effing point of doing that? On top of everything else, if you are there as a sponsored result in such a narrow search with such a low number of results, you have lost. No matter what, you have just effing lost. You can't win in this situation. So they can either buy from you or from somebody else. If they will buy from somebody else, you've lost. You didn't make a sale. But if they will buy from you, and they would buy from you anyway, whether you are there as an organic or promoted result, because it's such a narrow search. They have bought from you not because you have been promoting, they have bought from you because they want to buy from you, because you've got cheaper postage, cheaper item, quicker postage, whatever. They have chosen your item out of very narrow search results. And you are losing. Even making that sale, you are losing because you are paying extra for it. You are paying twice for the same shit. Yeah? I hope that's clear. I think it's enough for this video. It's like 40 minutes long and I'm tired. I will do one more or maybe two more even, with some more examples, some more advice, guys. I will tell you now what I want to do with my listings. I'm paying at the moment below 4% in fees. And I want to push it even lower. I want to phase out those promoted listings. Maybe not entirely, but I want to phase them out. Yeah. Next week, I will tell you what I do to sell my items via promoted listings. I will tell you what I do to pay such a low fee. I will show you the evidence about that fee. And I show you an evidence that it's not about a fee that you pay. It's not important factor. It's not very important factor. It's not definitely the only factor, the fee that you are paying. Don't think that you can get better result if you hike it up from 10 to 20. It doesn't work like that. And I will show you the proof of me selling, flipping items, promoting at 2%. Okay, look for this video next Friday. If you have enjoyed this one, please click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Have a great week. Think about what I have just said. God bless you all. Bye-bye.